Hey, how's it going, everyone? It is the investing guy here, and today I'm going to show you how to invest your money correctly. Let's get right into this video. Shoo! All right, so let's imagine that you have $1,000 to invest. Now, this video can work with any amount of money. Again, not financial advice. Always do your own research, but I am going to get the ball rolling for you guys and show you guys how I would invest $1,000 if I was just starting today. The first easiest way that I would recommend someone to invest is a simple ETF. There's many different ETFs you can invest in, but I'm going to show you guys some of the most popular ones. The first one that I'm going to show you is the SPY. It's probably the most popular ETF out there. This is the S&P 500 ETF, and over the past year, you can see that it's been up around 13 to 14%. All right, the next one that we're gonna check out is a QQQ. And this one in the past year is up about 9%, so not as good as the SPY, but it's still one of the most popular ETFs out there. It has holdings like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, so all these big companies, Tesla. And the last ETF that I wanna talk about is VO or VOO, whatever you wanna call it, VO. I've heard a lot of these pronunciations, but let's just say VOO for today's video. This is the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. So as you can tell, a lot of these popular ones are the 500 biggest companies out there. Again, it holds things like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon. So very similar to QQQ and the SPY. And over the past year, it's up about 13-14%. Very similar to the SPY. The next type of investment that I would recommend someone to look into would be covered call ETFs. I'm going to give you guys 3 different covered calls ETFs that you can do your research on, but pretty much the way that these companies make money is by doing a quick contract. They get paid for these contracts, and sometimes they have to sell their stocks, sometimes they don't. If they do sell their stocks in a covered call, well, they sell it at a higher price, so they make money that way, and they also make money from the contract itself. So 3 of my favorite covered call ETFs. My first one is QYLD. This one pays about 12% per year. So that's around $12 for every $100 that you invest in QYLD. I know that sounds really good, but you need to be able to see that this one doesn't have a lot of growth, as you can see from the chart here. Most of the appreciation will come from that 12% yield that you're getting. The next covered call ETF that I would recommend looking into would be RYLD, which is the Russell 200 covered call ETF. Again, it's same as the QYLD. They just do it with different holdings on this one. Now, one of my favorite ones, and one that I've been definitely picking up lately, is JEPI. I really like JEPI because if you look at the 1-year chart, you can tell that it does have growth. It has about 8% growth, plus it pays a huge dividend yield, right? So a huge dividend that you get from JEPI, which is about 8.73%. So for every $100 that you invest in JEPI, you get about $8.73. Not only that, but it's still going up in terms of price, so you get the best of both worlds with JEPI. I would then recommend putting $100 into a dividend stock. So there's very traditional dividend stocks out there like Coca-Cola, which currently has a dividend yield of 2.67. So again, $2.67 for every $100 that you invest. You can also check out Hormel, so think the canned beans. And this one here pays a dividend yield of 2.05%, which means $2.05 for every $100 that you invest into Hormel. One that I've been looking at lately is 3M. The price has been going down quite a bit, and they do have a very nice dividend yield of 3.93. So that's $3.93 for every $100 that you invest into M. The next type of investment that I would recommend putting $100 into would be these type of companies that offer growth, but also offer a very small dividend yield. And the good thing about this is that they offer a nice amount of growth, but even if there are those periods where they stall, you can still rely a bit on their dividend. For example, one of these companies could be Visa, which offers a 0.61 dividend yield, which is 61 cents for every $100 that you invest in Visa. The cool thing about this is that every single year, they are going to continue increasing their dividend. As long as the company stays successful, they will continue to increase the dividend. Another one that you can check out is Apple, which offers a 0.52% dividend yield. So that's 52 cents for every $100 that you invest into Apple. So think iPhone and all that. I don't think Apple is going to go anywhere. So that's a pretty secure investment in my opinion. Now, one that I've been buying a ton of lately has been Starbucks. Their price has been going down quite a bit, which in returns offers a very nice dividend yield of 1.99, which is pretty much $2 for every $100 that you invest into Starbucks. Starbucks does have tremendous amounts of dividend growth. So if you purchase them now, right, you will receive more dividend next year. They increase it every single year. They've been doing this for 11 years and they'll probably continue this track record for quite a while. Now, the next type of investment that I'm going to recommend is a growth stock. Now, these stocks don't offer any dividend. They don't pay anything, but they do have tremendous amount of growth. I'm going to mention a few here that you can look into, but there's so many stocks out there that you can pick from. Some of my favorite ones are up here, which are Amazon, Netflix, and Google. So definitely take a look at some of those. If you like any of those companies, if you think that any of those companies are going to be extremely successful in the future, hey, why not throw $100 at them? All right, now we're going to start getting into the fun stuff. I definitely recommend investing into cryptos. I am a believer of cryptos. There's many people out there that don't believe in crypto, whatever. If you don't want to invest in crypto, don't. But I definitely recommend investing in crypto. I myself have made much more money off crypto than off stocks. I think it's a great opportunity for many investors out there. Now, the cool thing about crypto is that you can receive yields. My favorite place to receive yield is on Voyager. Definitely use my referral code down below for Voyager if you want to earn $25 free in Bitcoin. So some of my favorite cryptos to earn interest on through Voyager, number one, Bitcoin, right? You can't go wrong with Bitcoin. It's the safest crypto out there. Yeah, it's quite volatile, but compared to other cryptos, it's actually pretty stable. Number two, we have Ethereum, which its growth has been tremendous. We've seen it top up to $4,000 and currently it's around $2,700 around there. But Ethereum can definitely have tremendous amount of growth in the future. Not only that, but you can still earn about 4.5% interest on your Ethereum on Voyager. So that means about $4.50 for every $100 that you invest into Ethereum. And the last one that I would maybe check out would be Cardano. Cardano has gone down quite a bit. It's at around 90 something cents and we've seen it top up, touch the $3 mark. So can it get back up there? Yeah, we probably will see it at those prices, maybe even way past those prices, depending how successful Cardano can be. Now, I would also recommend looking into some altcoins. So the cryptos that I just mentioned before were from the top 10. Now I'm going to recommend some cryptos that are on the top 100 or close to the top 100 that I am personally buying right now. Some of them are VGX, Phantom, and Matic. Now, some of these do offer very nice interest yields through Voyager. For example, you can earn 7% on VGX. You can earn about 5% on your Matic. And that's through Voyager. Again, if you want to use the Voyager platform, my referral code is down below. Now, this is probably my favorite type of investment, and that's called a stable coin. A stable coin is really cool because $1 will always be $1, but you can earn massive interest on these stable coins. Through Voyager, I earn 9% on my stable coins. That is correct. You heard that correct. 9% on my stable coins. Think of this as a high yield savings account. That's the way that I see my USDC on Voyager. I have videos and I'm gonna link them up here and you can see some of my interest payments that I receive on my USDC. I've built it all the way up to about $100 per month. So I am receiving more than $100 every single month just for holding my crypto on Voyager. So USDC is definitely one of my favorite investments. So I would definitely throw $100 at USDC. Now, one of my last ones that I want to talk about is the bond ETFs. This is something that lately I have been purchasing with the down markets, everything going down. Having money into these bond ETFs would have been very beneficial because, well, they hold their value very well. You can earn a good amount of interest on your bond ETFs. Some of my favorite ones are up here, which are HYG, Bond, and LQD. So check those out and see if any of those grab your attention. Now, what about the last $100? Here's the thing. Keep those last $100 in cash. You always want to have cold, hard cash ready to go just in case if, let's say, Bitcoin drops half the price. You always want to be able to have money on hand to make a purchase. And one thing that I'm still working on is always having cash to purchase during these hard down times. There will be ups and downs in your investment journey. During those down times, you definitely want to have cash so that you can go in and purchase more. You want to be purchasing while things are down because you can purchase more of that. If we can learn one thing from history is that things will go back up. It might take a year, it might take 2 years, but they will go back up. So definitely have some cold hard cash to make a purchase at any time. All right, guys, that was it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you guys liked it. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and smash that like button down below. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure that you subscribe so you can follow along with my journey. All right, guys, like I like to say, let's go to the moon together, and I'll catch you guys on the next time.